Oh boy, Shannon Sharpe.
A condom on, and he did not. That's some of the allegations that she's making. So that's her claim of SA, right? Mm-hmm. He's saying this is just foreplay of how we talk. I don't think when he said, I'm gonna come over there and choke you, that didn't sound like foreplay to me. I do think there's part of the conversation that we're not hearing. I do agree with that. Which begs the question, Shannon Sharpe, you are a 55, 56-year-old man that is a veteran in this business. And we can say she set you up, but the main person that set themselves up is you, Shannon Sharpe. You should know better by now. I don't understand high-value men that continue to get caught up in situations like this. Now, at the end of the day, this very well may be a case of there was no SA, but it's just like we don't professionally, ESPN is not going to be happy about these personal details being out in the streets because it's disgusting, right? It's not a good look for these corporations, Disney Corporation, the parent company. It's not good. So you very well may be innocent of a crime, but guilty of being stupid. And she asked.
All right. Let's get into it, guys. I want to speak about this from a different lens. First of all, I think getting inside the walls of someone's four walls in a bedroom is a little bit weird, and we're kind of getting into weird territory. However, don't give me the 50-some-year-old man with a 20-year-old girl when Bill Belichick is like, in his 60s, and he just knocked up some 20-year-old girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here for that. I'm not here to be part of the moral police and say, well, this 50-year-old man shouldn't be dating a 20-year-old girl. Listen, whatever, right? I'm not saying I condone it, but I'm not here to. That's not a winning conversation, right? I just wanted to say that, right? Nobody cares about Bill Belichick. So, okay. Listen. Now, this whole thing with this OF model and Shannon Sharpe has been going on for 2 years, okay? So this is not something that just happened one day. This was something that went on for 2 years. Here's the problem that I have with the story. We have recorded audio from a phone call conversation. How many of you guys get recorded by your significant other? How many of you guys think that's normal? How many of you guys believe that if you're being recorded, you're being set up to say something? Or if I've been messing with you for 2 years, I know how to push your buttons to say the wrong thing. And then I can turn this into something that's like, cool. Now, I think that they were into that BDSM type stuff and the aggressive and the submissive and the dominant people. Like, I think they were into that, right? And those things, I believe, have some rules to them and some sex rules to them. I don't want to get into that. And that might be what's playing into that audio, because she knows if she's a submissive woman or the submissive person, he talks a certain way and she likes the dominance, right? That might be what that phone call was. When you hear it on face value without any context, it sounds horrible.
Wait a minute.
It sounds horrible. But then when you find the text message where she says, I want you to abuse me, put a dog collar around me, like, I'm on that.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, man. You like this type of stuff, and then you're trying to turn the things that you like into a profitable moment. And so I did read the stories of Shannon Sharpe basically being in a 6-week mediation with her and the lawyer, and somehow $10 million was offered. So he was definitely trying to get rid of this thing. Yes, I don't take Shannon Sharpe off the hook all the way, but I do think a lot of people are trying to hang him really, really quickly. They're trying to hang him really, really quickly. And he's a single man. He could date who he wants to date, or mess around with who he wants to mess around with. It's just bad. It's kind of sad that people aren't focusing on what she's accused him of, and we're talking about what Shannon Sharpe, said in a text message or on a phone. She's accusing him of graping her. Like, people are missing the big red sign. She's accusing him of graping her, and it seems like most people that are reacting to this story or commenting on the story are kind of like just feeding into the fact that this was some form of a consensual relationship. He didn't just come out of nowhere and do this to her. But you shouldn't be able to just make up these type of allegations. I mean, not only do you hurt people's career, you hurt people's reputation. I think he's got a daughter, all these things. And if he didn't grape you, that women should not continue to get away with that, right? And there should be some type of law to be able to go back against that, because I think Michael Irvin was able to sue the lady that did that to him, and he won his defamation case. So again, I'm looking at this from a different lens. The main thing here is that she's accusing him of graping, and then she's now wanting $50 million. So my whole thing is, this should be a criminal lawsuit, correct? Am I missing something here, guys? Please leave in the comments if I'm missing something, right? I'm just speaking about this from just black and white. This should be a criminal charge, not a civil suit for $50 million. Because if he's such a bad monster and he's so bad, why don't you want him to go to jail? Just my thoughts on this. I am not saying that Shannon Sharpe is like she said, he's guilty of being stupid. You know what? You got to kind of give it to her on that point. Yes. You know, messing around with a chick like that, you know, saying things she was saying. Yes. However, maybe it started that way, and maybe that's how their relationship was. I don't know. But now when you look at it, Shannon Sharpe now has to step down from ESPN. He's got a bad reputation. He's developing a bad reputation because of this case. He's got to fight it out in court. Hopefully, you know, if he wins, he can get some of his stuff he lost, but it's going to be a hard-fought battle. Most people are going to know just like, oh, Shannon Sharpe, oh, the guy that did that thing with that OF model. Like, no one's going to care after this. But listen, I think this is all just orchestrated. You know, the young lady probably found a way. Maybe Shannon Sharpe stopped messing with the girl, and she didn't want to stop messing with him, and she was able to find a way to get him caught up. But what I have been reading, as far as the text messages, this seems to be a consensual relationship. This is something that she wanted. She was not trying to leave him alone. And she must have been into this slavery type of freaking role play, talking about put this big black baby in me and baby gravy and all this type of stuff. Like, she was into this whole black and white thing too. So that's my take on this, y'all. I want to hear you guys' take. You know, as I'm reading through comments, I want to hear your take on Shannon Sharpe, what you believe will happen. You know, and do you believe that he did it? Again, he's being accused of graping. Or SA. Do you believe he actually did it? All right. Let me get off this thing. See y'all on the next video. Like I say, after every video, this is chess, not checkers. I'm going to see y'all at work, and
you are watching a master at work.
See ya.